You can do it.
And going back to the victim mindset, I would say that a lot of people wouldn't even go and apply for that role to be president or prime minister because they think like that. Mm-hmm. Because they think, okay, I'm black. I don't have a chance.
In all fairness,
I don't have a chance. If you actually went to go and do it, and you actually put in the effort, and you were talented, and you put
over
the grind
30
in,
years and doing everything
100%.
he had to do to get in the position to even win. Because, I mean, the presidency is not something you apply for, right?
Yeah.
It's like over time, you come to know that, hey, I got a shot at this thing, and he ran for it. Dude, if Candace Owens ran tomorrow, I'd vote for her ass. Straight up, I would vote for her. Candace Owens ran for president tomorrow, I'd vote for her.
I would vote for her.
That's such a...
I would.
Why?
Because I think she's intelligent. I think she knows her shit, and she's based as fuck.
Very based.
Yeah.
I think sometimes that's the whole point of what I'm trying to say. Sometimes
and it's not because she's black, by the way.
No, I know, but
because of that.
Denalva, you brought up quotas before.
Quotas of what?
Quotas, which is like getting a job because of your gender or your race.
I brought them up for what?
No, but I'm saying you seemed like you said it was a good thing. You think it's a good thing?
I think so.
Don't you think it's kind of a slap in the face because it's saying that you can't do it yourself?
No, not really. The reason why
I think quotas are quotas are racist and sexist.
But it is. But the reason why I'm a bit like I'm kind of going on the whole thing of use race as your superpower. I don't really care about why you're doing it. As long as I'm there and I can make something good out of it, then great. I'll go there and I'll turn it. It's an opportunity. So if somebody now was saying to me, okay, because you're mixed race and you got curly hair, we want you to present this show, primetime TV, but it's because you got curly hair. I'd be like, yeah, no stress. Like, let me do it. Let's see how I'm going to do. I'm going to get famous. I'm going to make money. I can open another business. I can empower through that opportunity that came from a bad reason.
Well, I think what is good about what you're saying is you're talking about seizing the opportunity, and you're talking about using whatever prospects come along to get where you want to get to. I think there's almost like a schism in this conversation, isn't there? Because I think what these guys are talking about, and probably what I'm talking about, is more mindset based. And over here, we're getting into the weeds about some of these social issues, which do exist. 100% they do exist. But ultimately, overall, what we need to do, we need to transcend that. Because actually, I mean, social class is a huge thing as well, right? And actually, you've sort of paid lip service to that. I mean, someone like Rishi Sunak, he's the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, but he came from an incredibly privileged background, right? So social class is a big thing, whether you're black or white or Asian or whatever. But people from very underprivileged social backgrounds can also go on to become hugely successful. So what we all need to do is think, sod my background, my race, my ethnicity, all of that stuff, it's irrelevant. How am I going to go out there and change the world today? What am I going to do? What steps am I going to take to make a dent in this universe before I die in this short period of time I've got here?
And furthermore, setting up the generations that come behind you.
Yeah.
Because for that man to be in a position to be prime minister, probably his grandpa was a G, his grandpa's grandpa was a G.
Yeah.
Like, so it's a legacy thing and creating a family that sticks together and has certain family values that can literally propel into the future. Normally it takes a couple generations to create a Rockefeller type family.
Yeah.
And so if people start today building that legacy, then it's a really huge thing. In fact, I just got a text yesterday from an NBA player that wants to talk business about something. I knew who he was because he was in the league, but his father and grandfather own a large portion of real estate in Baton Rouge. And I knew who they were just from the real estate world. And so when his name's Collis Temple, he's my favorite NBA player. Not because he's the best player, it's because he's a fucking class act gentleman. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I'll do whatever Collis wants to do. Let's do it. Let's make money, bro. And my suit guy's a black guy. He knew him. He gave me my cell phone number. The guy that made this suit, black guy, right? Gave me the contact, the plug. I don't care because money's green. And he and that family, the Temple family, is a great example of a legacy family. And that can be made if young men see that it's a possibility.
What about women?
And
Women too.
Yeah,
women too. But the thing about women is this. You have to understand that there's primal parts of us. And most often, like she was saying earlier, a woman would much rather be with a strong man she looks up to and be inside the frame of the family and do the maternal things, the things that matter, the things that the world cannot live without. A mother. I think being a mother is one of the strongest, most impressive, hard jobs on the planet. That baby will not sleep. You can't get any sleep. You've been pregnant. Your body's torn up. And then you still have to nurture that baby and not get upset with it, not shake it, it's maddening, right? Like, let's not belittle that job, one of the most important jobs on the planet, because you're molding the next generation that might be that legacy holder for your race or your family or whomever. So I think that it's really, really, really important that we put mothers on a pedestal more than we put rappers. And I don't mean that to disrespect you. I just mean it because it's what's important for the children.
And the thing is that feminism comes in and says that motherhood isn't enough.
And that's
bullshit.
That even when we were talking about, you get to work, you get to do this. Well, we got to be mothers. I mean, my grandma, she had 9 kids, and she said her one regret in life is not having 12.
It wasn't being a rapper.
No, I wish.
It wasn't dropping
I wish.
16 bars on Sway.
And I think that's one of the worst things about feminism is because if I was to speak out now and say that I just want to be a stay-at-home wife with 6 kids, people will look at me
I'd
when
call
I
you a hero.
say it's lazy. But I think
Straight
that's like the best part of a woman's life is having kids, and raising them is a privilege.
You want to hear what's going to call you lazy, though?
Huh?
You know who's going to belittle that?
Probably one of
Other women.
Yeah, other
Men
women.
aren't going to look down at you for that. It's
No,
the
some men
competition.
would.
This is why
Some
it's
men
important. No, they wouldn't.
I
Maybe
don't think men
Yes,
got
they
a job.
would.
He's completely right. He's completely right.
weak men.
I don't think men would.
Weak men who might as well be women.
Do something.
This is why women need to be very careful who they keep around, because a lot of time you're in competition with each other, and misery loves company.
100%.
Whenever a woman now on social media, when they see like a famous woman in a happy relationship, you see them all the time trying to bring him down, trying to catch him cheating. They want to be at the same level because it's jealousy. Misery loves company. And so a lot of the friendships that women have, they aren't productive whatsoever. A lot of them are feeding garbage. When you get in a breakup, when you have problems with your boyfriend and you go talk to your girlfriends, what do they say? Leave him. Yeah. Leave him right now. Let's go to the club. They don't actually promote anything positive. They just want to bring you back down to degeneracy.
And
So
watch out, she might text him.
I had a friend that told me to leave him, but was texting him.
Yep.
And
There
you
you
know,
go. Those are
Checkmate.
female friends, and that's what's
You
really
know who you
destructive
are.
about feminism is that you talk about female empowerment, and then you guys bring each other down more than men do.
Exactly.
That's actually the real misogyny, is you trying to destroy each other's lives and ruin each other's relationships for jealousy. We're not the misogynists because I'm speaking aggressive. It's misogynist to not want a woman to be a mother, which is the happiest state a woman could ever be in.
How can you say that?
What did I say that's
You're
wrong?
such.
What is wrong about what I said?
Just say what you just said. Again.
I'm not repeating it for you. Like, see,
No,
you right
no,
now,
no,
perfect
no.
example. You didn't even hear what I said. It's the way I said it, and now you're upset. You don't even know why
No,
you're mad.
I know what you said, but
What'd I
can you
say?
hear yourself speaking?
Okay. What did he say that was wrong?
It's how I said it, not what I said.
What did he say that was wrong?
Okay, what about all the barren women? What about women that can't have kids?
They're-
so what?
they're
She's
miserable.
useless.
Have you ever-
Yeah, but those are
Have you-
outliers.
No, wait. Have you ever spoken to a woman that can't have kids?
I've
That's
met-
barren.
Yes, I
They're
have.
they're usually miserable. They're not happy with that. And if you talk to, you know what percentage of women that don't have kids are happy with it? Less than 20%.
You just
So the
went with
majority of women that don't have kids are not happy. So he's right. What did he say that was wrong?
That's a perfect
No,
example
he's
of
not
feelings
right.
over
I'm
facts. She
sorry,
pulled the
he's
Greta
not right.
Thunberg.
I'm
Tell
not
me.
gonna lie.
What did he say that was incorrect?
She went, how dare
He
you?
exists. I'm joking.
What I say that was wrong?
Yeah. What did he say?
You just sound
You're just,
rude.
it's just like you're throwing out these facts like, oh,
And you're saying
a woman's
girls are
sole
jealous
purpose, a
as
woman's
well.
sole purpose is to be a mother. Ooh.
Okay,
Like there's nothing more. There's nothing more. Okay, whilst I do believe there is nothing more important than. No, actually, I don't believe that. I don't believe that there's more to women in society. And
What's
this is where
what's
you've
more
got,
important than having children? Name 5 things.
being healthy.
No. I'm not asking you, Denalva. What's name 5 things?
Being healthy is a
career,
prerequisite
your
of
dream.
having
Wait,
kids,
let her,
though.
let her, guys, let her talk.
Your actual career, your dreams. From a little girl, we
your
all
career.
have, we from a child, all girls, we all have a dream. Like whatever the dream
Prince
is.
Charming, usually.
Not all of us have the
Being
Prince Charming
healthy,
dream.
being stable.
What
Okay.
what about-
So wait. I just want to talk to you. So your career. What else? What else is more important?
Your mental stability, your health, your contribution to society outside of motherhood.
So you're 65
Okay.
by yourself.
Okay.
Your career is more important.
Yeah, I'm a cat mom and I've got a great career. I've made my mark in this world just
A
like
cat
a man
mom?
has. Because if a man doesn't have kids at 65, the society look at him in any way.
I agree that mental stability is important, but for me, if I hit, let's say, 30 and I have no kids, my mental stability will be very low. I will be depressed. And even though I want to be this, I want to be that, I want to have a career so badly, if I don't have kids, like I wouldn't know what to do with
You're
myself.
completely right. Let me just tell you something right now. Like you said, you're going to be a cat mom.
No, I'm not saying I'm going to be. I'm saying there's women like that.
Is that what
You're
you
on
want?
the right path.
And not only that, women turn to lesbians.
Is that what you want? Genuinely, I'm not trying to be aggressive.
no,
Do you want to
that's-
be a cat mom rapper?
No.
She wants kitty.
And you talk about your contribution to society. It's dropping a rap song. having an Instagram like where your tits are out and then having some cats. Is that what you want to leave?
Is that what you think women do? Is
That's, I haven't seen your Instagram.
Outside of motherhood, that's probably that's the only value you see in a woman. The only thing that
I'm asking you.
No, but I'm saying the only value that a woman has in your eyes is motherhood. So every woman that you get with,
that's the most important.
every woman you get with, as long as she has kids, she's valuable.
I'm not talking about women I get with.
No, but is that what you're trying to say then?
The highest contribution to society a woman has is mothering.
So what's the highest contribution that a man has, in your opinion?
Invent, build, and maintain society.
Creation.
Can I just challenge you quickly? Didn't you say that there would be none of this without women having children? You said that in the beginning.
I agree. But what I'm trying to say is I don't like the fact that there's a lot of men who have this mentality towards women. I don't see your value as a woman outside of let me marry you, let me breed you like a fucking cow, and then like you're gonna stay there. I'm gonna do what I need to do, and all your whole purpose in your whole existence is to do nothing but have my kid. That is crazy, bro.
But why is that? Why is that weird? Why is that a bad thing?
It's not a bad thing.
That's what my look at. That's what my grandma did. She had 9 kids and now she has over 50 grandkids.
And I feel like you're making it seem more terrible than what it actually is.
You compared motherhood to being a cow. You just compared motherhood to being bred like a cow.
She's comparing like the attitude that.
I heard what she said. Why are you trying to fix what she said?
Because you're misinterpreting what she said. I heard something different. She's not saying that. She's saying the attitude that people have to say that women should just be mothers and your motherhood is the most important thing.
And she belittled it.
No, wait. Yeah. What she's trying to really say is that attitude that you say that's what women are for, what they are about, makes it look like we're just like little, what do you call
like cows?
Like cattle. Like
what do you call the dog girl?
Bitch.
Like, is that what you call it
Female
when you
dog,
do breeding?
bitch.
When you talk
No one
about
said that word.
But no.
I see you starting to realize this. You're the Jesus lover over here. Hold on. You're starting to realize the mindset that a lot of these women have. They're comparing motherhood to being bred like a cow.
I feel like it's just very backwards because I feel like with you, and I'm not trying to attack you, but I just feel like you're trying to make it seem more dark than what it actually is. A lot of men, yes, they're very privileged by the fact that they've picked a woman and they want to have children with them, but it's not just centered around them. Maybe they just love their company.
It's not.
Maybe they just love their softness. You're just making it seem like men just come and just like, let me have your children. That's like 5% of men. Not all men think that way.
It's not that the men. It's not in the vast majority of cases. It's not that the men just look at the woman as this kind of breeding animal. Yeah. He's like, right, I'm going to impregnate her. It's this very animalistic thing. I mean, we're talking about love. We're talking about love. We're talking about he falls in love with that woman. He wants to reproduce, to build a family with her.
Exactly.
I mean, that's an incredible
about
thing.
That.
That's what they're talking about.
Wait, okay, can you explain what you were talking about? What are you talking about then? If you're not talking about that.
No, I don't think they're talking about that because they haven't made it clear. You just said that motherhood's the most important thing. So for you, your sole purpose is to get with a woman and have a kid with her, and that's bingo. That's all she can do.
I want to clarify. Career is more important than motherhood. Yes or no?
So
in a society, career is more important than motherhood. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Depends.
No, yes or no?
No, but it depends.
No, because the way you're arguing,
you live in.
the way you're arguing, you're just arguing with everything.
No, but
so you're not even making a clear point. Like if your point is that career is more important than motherhood, say it.
It depends where you are in the world because she's like everyone comes from a different place here. What you said.
I educate children that come from very, very difficult backgrounds.
Denava, what do you? Okay.
What I'm saying is, okay, we're dealing with the facts of the West right now, innit? Like, this is where we're at. Not in Africa, not in, do you get it? Like, other countries where they have these values that, and some men still have that mentality that a woman's not, it's like...
But how happy is the West?
What results does that lead to? Are women happier in the West?
I think so.
I don't think so at all.
Let me just think this through with you, okay? How would we measure if women are happier in the West or in other countries? The rate of women on what? Antidepressants. Because you would agree, depressed women take drugs, right?
I beg you.
To not be depressed, right?
Okay.
So if the women in the West are on antidepressants higher, that means our results are not good. If we're more obese than other countries, our results are not good. So...
Yeah, we're more successful.
Not in terms of happiness. You're basing success monetarily. Success is about enjoyment of life. It's not about rapping and making money.
I thought y'all weren't paid equally.
What?
I thought you weren't paid equally.
That's not what she
Are
said.
you financially successful?
No, she means more financially independent.
Success is not about how much money you're making.
Because financial independence is important. For example, I'll give you
the average woman makes like $25,000 a year.
No, financial independence
so they're not
is
that
important.
successful.
Can I ask you a question?
That's poverty.
Okay, compared to the countries,
where they probably would have a better lifestyle because they live off of their family's income, off of their husbands.
You know, sister, can I say something? Yeah, it's important for women to have financial stability because you can't always rely on men to be there to give you things. Because it's not just because men are trash and men are not reliable. Everybody dies, which means that you as a woman need to also be able to count on a way to stabilize yourself. Because if you do have children, you also need to be able to provide for the children should things go wrong, for example. So that's why certain things like financial independence and having a career can be important for women. And I know this because I speak about my mom from experience. If she didn't go to work and she was a housewife, if she didn't go to work, we would have been suffering. We should have had to go jump in bed with somebody else to provide for her, which she didn't do. So she went to work. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing for women to go and work and have a career.
I don't think what we're trying to say that women working is a bad thing. What we're trying to say is women putting work over family is a bad thing, because if you go back to what Pearl said, the results have been bad. They've been horrible.
Also, as well, a lot of work is not really what it's cracked up to be. I mean, it seems like women have worked really, really hard and fought really hard to be able to go and work in cubicles for 8 hours a day, which is pretty shit. Let's face it. Most people aren't going to become Cardi B. Most people aren't going to become like a world famous rapper or a super influencer, right? Most jobs are not very good. So why is this importance put onto that when actually most people are trying to get out of work because it's out of normal jobs because they're so terrible?
It's because feminism made these women think that being a mother is a bad thing, that they're oppressed, that they compare it to cows, to being bred. They don't see any value in being a mother.